Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a comparison video for you. We're taking a look at two knives that are very similar in size, weight, and purpose, even materials. However, they're quite a bit different in price point. And so I thought this would be an interesting comparison because of the challenge that this raises when it comes to what we pay for what the kind of return we're getting on our dollar spent. Okay. So, let's start with size and weight right away because that'll kind of show you just how close these actually are. So this is 8 inches overall. This is 8 1/4, 3.5 inch blade, 3 5/8 inch blade, 4.5 inch handle, 4 7/8. So that's about the biggest discrepancy we've had so far. The one other thing that's notable is 3.5 inches of grip area here, where this one has almost 4 inches, 3 7/8. Finally, the weight on these is very, very close. This guy is 5.2 ounces and this guy being 5.4. So in terms of size, weight, and carry, they are very, very close. And honestly, too close for me to make a solid pronouncement on a winner in this comparison. But I will note this important feature, and that is the pocket clip. Okay, so you can see the 0562 has a deep carry clip, while the Kizer does not. Now that means if you're one of these guys who really, really insists on a deep carry clip, then that's going to kind of make this decision for you. Although you may be able to see your way past that when we start talking about the difference in price, because it's extremely significant. So let's move on to the blades. So blades on these, I actually really like both of these blades. Kesmec has that nice satin finish, S35VN steel, sort of a drop point. I guess there is a bit of a clip there, so we can call it a clip point, but just kind of barely. All right, over here we've got a drop point with the hinder or slicer grind. Both are reasonably thin behind the edge. Both are fairly versatile in terms of, if you're carrying either one of these and you've got to, I don't know, cut up a tomato or, carve on some wood, cut up some cardboard, whatever the case may be, you're going to notice very, very similar performance, and that they're going to be pretty good at all of those things. Okay, where some knives are just going to be great for slicing, but they're not very tough. Some knives are going to be really tough and durable, but not have great edge geometry. These are both really pretty decently balanced. Okay, now I do like S35. Wow. I do like 20CV considerably better than S35VN. So in this case, I'm going to give the win to the zero tolerance, but with some hesitation because they're so close. And even the performance on those two steels, they're both very nice, very high-end steels. And so even they're going to be really, really close. So I almost want to call it a tie, but I can't quite do it because of the 20CV steel. Okay. Moving on to lockup and deployment, sometimes known as action. Okay, so we have two titanium frame lock flippers here, both on bearings, both with flippers, as I just mentioned. Okay, very, very nice action on both of these. The XM, wow, I wanted to call it an XM. The zero tolerance is a little bit snappier. The detent's just a little bit stiffer. However, and this is one of the reasons that I like the Kesmec as much as I do and why I'm always ranting and raving about it, even though you guys think I'm crazy. The Kesmec is smoother, which I find pretty darn impressive. Okay, so this one, I feel like I really do have to call a tie because while the ZT is a little bit snappier of a detent, the Kizer is a little bit smoother, noticeably smoother though, and otherwise both of them are very comfortable, very fast, very enjoyable, very fidget friendly. Like I have no issues with the action on either one of these, so it's really hard to say one is a clear winner. And so we're going to say tie. So far we've got tie on size and weight. The ZT wins it on blade, mostly because of the steel. The two handles, their construction and their size. Both their action. Well, the detent's a little stiffer here. The action, it's a little smoother here. So again, I've got to call it a tie. Finally, let's get to the handles, which I was trying to say before and get ahead of myself. Both of these handles are nice. All right. So I really do like the stonewash finish on this, and I love the way it feels in hand. This is a fantastic knife in terms of the ergonomics. Moving over to the Kesmec, it's still very nice. It feels great in hand. It's not quite as good as the ZT, but it's very, very close. Okay, so just by a hair, mostly because of the contouring here. And I think, had they contoured this, it may be a different discussion we're having right now. But I've got to give it to the zero tolerance for being just a little more comfortable. All right. I don't think it looks all that much better, but the one point that I will talk about right now, I don't like the clip on the Kesmec. I wish it were different. Okay. I don't know how different necessarily. It works fine. It goes in and out of pocket well. It carries nicely, but it's just a little off-putting. I just don't feel like it fits the knife overall very well. Okay, so because of that, I've definitely got to give the win on the handle, not just about the clip, but for the comfort as well, to the zero tolerance. So overall, the 0562 is definitely one of the best all-around ZTs out there, and the Kesmec is probably one of the best all-around budget titanium frame locks, and probably one of the best Kizers as well. Where we really run into a hiccup here is the fact that you can buy the Kesmec these days. Now, the one sad point is you can pretty much only get this on AliExpress. That's frustrating, but you can go through the Kizer store, so at least you know you're getting an authentic Kizer. However, or I guess to finish that sentence, this costs 80 some dollars. All right, and this is $280. So there's a $200 price difference on these two knives, despite the fact that they, it's better, okay? It won two categories pretty definitively. I guess not even that definitively, but I like it marginally better, but do I like it $200 better? And that is a really significant question, guys. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this. Do you think the ZT is overpriced? Do you think the Kesmec is, a piece of junk and it's only worth $89 or $85 or whatever it is? I think it's a bit of a range there. Anyway, that's my comparison. And here's what I think is really interesting about this is, again, the price difference. So the ZT is a full $200 more, US dollars more than the Kesmec. Now the other, I kind of have to hold my nose when I say where you've got to go to get the Kesmec, but wow, really, really sort of an interesting comparison here for that reason. All right, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check those channel sponsors down below. That does help the channel a lot. We will talk to you soon.